Hi, I'm Richie Zellon, and in today's lesson we are going to learn all about the art of quoting during a solo. In jazz, a quote takes place when in the midst of a solo we insert a recognizable melodic fragment from a different musical piece. Usually the chosen melodic fragment was written over a similar harmonic progression as the one we are currently improvising over. However, this isn't always the case, as sometimes the melody might be diatonic to a different set of changes. Another option here is to alter a few of its notes to fit the changes we are playing over. Let me show you next examples of the three alternatives I just described, employing a 2-5-1 progression in B flat. So our first alternative in using a quote over a 2-5-1 is to search for a melody that has been written over a similar or identical 2-5-1. It can be in a different key. All we have to do is transpose it. But for example, we have this major 2-5-1 in the key of B flat. So C minor 7, F7, I'm playing it here with a 13th and a 9, resolving to the 1 chord, which is B flat major 7. So let me think of some tunes here. Something that comes to mind immediately over that progression is the Miles Davis composition Tune Up. And it would be something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one would be Satin Doll. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we were playing it in B flat, it would be a 2-5, C to F, and then it would go to a D minor to G, but the D minor is just a simple diatonic substitution of the 1 chord, which is B flat, okay? So that works perfectly. Our second alternative is to pick a tune that has maybe a different 2-5. Maybe the 2 minor chord has a flat 5 in it, but it just so happens that the melody is diatonic, does not clash with a regular major 2-5. And an example of such tune would be Cole Porter's Night and Day. Notice that so when he starts the melody here over the 2 chord, it's a 2 minor 7 flat 5, and he's starting out with the 11th. But this 11th is also part of a regular minor 7th chord, so it works. No problem there. Finally, our third alternative is a tune that is written over a different 2-5. Let's say the minor 2 chord is also a flat 5 minor 7 chord, and the melody happens to have 1 or 2 notes in it that are not diatonic to a minor 2 chord or to the 5 chord or whatever. So in this case, what we do is we alter 1 or 2 notes, and we never want to alter more than 1 or 2 notes because then we'll really ruin the melody. We want it to sound, 99% familiar, even if it's a little altered. So a good example is another Cole Porter tune, in this case, I Love You. And I Love You, he once again starts on the 11th. He loves that. But then he plays the flat 5 over that 2 chord. So but we can easily take that flat 5 and maybe bring it down a half step so it won't clash when we play a regular 2 chord, or we can bring it up a half step to the fifth of the 2 chord, which in this case would be a G. So playing it so it would sound like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Next, I'm going to improvise over a major 2-5-1-6 progression and insert a bunch of quotes. This is going to be sort of a blindfold test in which you get to test your knowledge of jazz standards. As I play each quote, a number will show on the screen. When I finish, I will tell you which standards I quoted in the given numerical order. If you like, you can then download a PDF from the blog in my site with a transcription of these different quotes and start experimenting on applying them to different pieces containing 2 5s. Also, feel free to suggest additional themes that you can think of that we all can use over a major 2-5-1.